4. Okay, and the chapter number is Transport of Food and Minerals in Plant. So today's topic is students transpiration. Okay, so what we are going to study today is transpiration. So what is the meaning of transpiration, students? So basically transpiration means loss of water from plant. And from which part this process takes place? Mainly by leaves. Okay, so basically students, the transpiration process takes place by leaf, means the loss of water takes place by leaves in plant. Okay students, in some old plant, it may occur through lenticels. Okay, now what is lenticels, students? When the plant becomes older, the stem of them there become very hard and they contain some pores. Okay, they are known as lenticels. So basically the transpiration means students loss of water from plant, and from which part? Mainly by leaves. The stomata of leaves helps in the transpiration process, and this loss of water takes place in the form of water vapor. Okay students, now if we talk about transpiration, we also have to study what are the major factors which are affecting the rate of transpiration. Means which factor is increasing the rate of transpiration and which factor is decreasing the rate of transpiration. So the first factor is students temperature. If we talk about the temperature, students, when the temperature is increasing, then the rate of transpiration will also be increased. Why? Because temperature is directly proportional to the rate of transpiration. As you can see, the more will be the temperature, the more water loss takes place. See, in the human case also, when the temperature increases in hot, we sweat more. So in the case of plant also, students, see, as the temperature increases, the rate of transpiration also increases. Now humidity. Humidity increases. If humidity increases, the rate of transpiration decreases, which means humidity is inversely proportional to the rate of transpiration. Now wind. Wind is a factor just like temperature. As the amount of wind increases, the rate of transpiration also increases. And the last factor is light, students. When the light intensity is large, high, the rate of transpiration will be also high. So if we talk about the temperature, it is also directly proportional to transpiration. Okay, if we talk about the humidity, it is inversely proportional to transpiration. If we talk about the wind, it is also directly proportional to transpiration. If we talk about light, it is also directly proportional to rate of transpiration. Always remember students, I am talking about the minerals. Okay. So once again students, the minerals which plant have in their body are known as non-essential minerals for the plant. But the minerals which they need from the soil are known as essential minerals. If we talk about the essential minerals students, the essential mineral is divided into two parts. First is macro and second is micro. Macronutrient and micronutrient. Now macro means students large, micro means small. But here the meaning of macro and micro means students the minerals or element which required in plant in a large quantity is known as a macronutrient for the plant, and the nutrient which are required in very less quantity is known as a micronutrient for the plants. Okay students, once again we will revise this. Essential minerals are those minerals which plant require from the outside and it gets from the soil. If we talk about the essential minerals, they are divided into two minerals or two nutrients. First is macronutrient and second one is micronutrient. The macronutrient and micronutrient is divided on the basis of their quantity, which means macronutrients are those nutrients which required in large quantity and micronutrients are those nutrients which required in very less quantity. Okay students, the example of macronutrients and micronutrients we will see from our book.
Now students, with the help of this screen you will be able to recognize the definition of transpiration. As I had told to all of you that it is the process of loss of water from the plant aerial area or aerial part. Okay. Here on the screen the factor affecting the transpiration is also mentioned on your page number 14. Now see in this page students, on page number 15, importance of transpiration is given. The first importance is transpiration help in upward movement of water and minerals from root to the leaves. Okay. So one more importance of transpiration students we are going to see from this topic is that it helps in the movement of water and minerals in the upward direction, because from leaves the water is getting lost and the upward direction of water and minerals is conducted. Now the second is transpiration build a suction force called transpirational pull. So after the transpiration occur, it exert a suction pressure which is known as suction force, known as transpirational or transpiration pull. Okay, in the xylem vessel which pull water up to the top of a tree, and this pressure or force is exerted in the xylem vessel. Okay, with this pressure or force the conduction of water takes place in the upward direction. Now the third one is rate of absorption of water is increases at the rate of transpiration is increases. Now transpiration produce cooling effect. In summer also students, when we sweat, you see our temperature get lowered out of the body. Like in plant also students, when the transpiration takes place, the temperature gets cooled down. Now the importance of minerals students, as I have told to all of you on the board. See, importance of minerals. The minerals are important because they are essential element for the growth and development. See here the macro and micronutrients are given on the screen. So macronutrients were those nutrients which were required in large quantity, and micronutrients were those nutrients which were required in a small quantity. Role of macro and micronutrients means why they are essential, why they are important, why they are needed so much is given on your screen. See, role of macro and micronutrients. Essential element takes part in Permeability of cell membrane, they permeable the cell membrane, okay, which means now the cell membrane will allow the things to get entered through it. Maintenance of osmotic solute concentration of cell sap, okay, they also maintain the osmotic concentration. Components of protoplasm, nucleic acid, cell wall, etc. The components which are present inside the cell require these macro and micronutrients. Opening and closing of stomata also. Protein synthesis, photosynthesis and respiration also require these elements. Now growth and reproduction also require these elements. If we talk about the nutrients, students, see in this table, which is table role of some essential elements and their deficiency symptoms in plants. See, macronutrients are nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus, means nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus need in large quantity in plants because they are having several roles. For example, nitrogen is needed for the constituent of protein and nucleic acid, okay. If there will be no nitrogen, what will happen? Poor growth, small leaf, delayed flowering, means flowering will happen at very late time. Purple spots on leaf, yellowing of old leaves. What will happen if the sulfur will not be there? Chlorosis and curling and yellowing of leaf. Now what is the function of sulfur? Constitute some protein, enzymes, vitamins and chlorophyll. Phosphorus, phosphorus is also a macronutrient, student. It is important for the constituent of nucleic acid and nucleoprotein, okay. What will happen if phosphorus is not there, students? Stunted growth, premature leaf fall, brown area on leaves and fruit, okay. So these were the macronutrients, means they are required in large quantity. If we talk about the micronutrients, there are zinc, manganese and boron, means they are required in less quantity. So if we talk about the role of zinc, manganese and boron, zinc activates certain enzyme constituent of some plant hormone. Manganese role in chlorophyll synthesis and nitrogen metabolism. Boron, translocation of enzyme flowering and fruits and fruiting, okay. So these are the function of macro and micronutrients. Students, you have to see this table very carefully, and now your chapter number 1 is completed. Students, try to do checkpoint 2 by your own, which is given on your page number 17, and after that we will solve out the exercise of this chapter.